Hello Capricorn, this is your reading for December 2017. I've already pre-shuffled the decks and I've laid all your cards out, and so we'll go ahead and begin with the reading. I have the Three of Cups and the Lovers as your overruling energy of all of the decks right now. And with the Three of Cups, we have with this, friendships, happiness, social activity, and camaraderie and bonding. Definitely people coming together and celebration coming around. So this is definitely an overriding energy for your month, and also tied with it is the Lovers. So this probably is going to tend to be in more of the love situation on this reading, even though I cover everything with finances, friends, relationships, and then your spiritual advice. So with the Lovers, that's coming together, and the meeting of minds also can be in business where two people and two parties are in accord with each other. As we move forward into the finances on the Earth sector, you have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. With the Eight of Cups in your work sector, it's about emotional, mental paralysis, a situation with clear solutions that goes unsolved, and a personal dilemma that refuses to help themselves, allowances for ongoing and stagnation and dysfunction. When I'm looking at this card, whatever's going on in your workplace, this lady's standing with Eight Swords around her, but all she has to do is step out of the circle and she's not held to that. So if there's something going on within your work, Capricorn, you need to understand that you are in control of stepping out of the dysfunction if there's that going on with you, and let that go so that you can move on into a better direction. So, whatever's going on in your dynamics of your work, you have to get out of the emotions of it, because it's not going to work for you down the road. We have the Ten of Cups upside down. I better put it that way for you so that you have that. And with this meaning for your work sector is, watching out for appearances that are deceiving, and, someone or something is, you're working too hard, overcompensative for, obvious dysfunction, and beauty can be only skin deep. So whatever's going on in the workplace, again, that ties in with your Eight of Swords, and you feel trapped in a situation and it's not. So if you're working with a certain person within the thing, they could be somebody to watch out for that could be deceiving. On the up note, the Ten of Cups is a very positive card, and that's coming together and stuff. So if you can go into more of a positive way of thinking, then your world could be your oyster at work. So just make sure that you're not getting pulled in, as I like to say, in the box. The box isn't a thinking, either overthinking, underthinking the situation. You just need to do your work, stay out of the emotion, and make sure that you're doing a good job and move forward so that you can kind of stay out of the havoc of what's going on with that. As we move into your messages, friends sector, it's the air and conversation. We have the Nine of Wands and the Magician. With the Nine of Wands upright, we have self-protection and understanding of potential consequences and staying on guard. Boundaries are drawn tight at this time, and safety is assured. So we again have another lady standing amongst in a circle of wands, and just basically staying in a protective shell against emotions and a lot of talk that's going on between friends and family. So it's not something that that you can't and haven't dealt with before, so you just have to watch. But whatever the unresolved feelings are amongst friends and family, you definitely have the Magician, and that's moving on and taking the upper hand and going forward with that. So I'm not worried about that in that situation, because you're wise, and you've had this isn't your first rodeo before within certain attitudes and things that are going on around you. Just take it with a grain of salt and move out. I say plead Switzerland and just stay out of it. You're neutral and don't get into it, and that'll keep you happier, because it's not worth, if you say something, it could snowball. It's just best to step back and get out of that, and just be in your own happy shell. As we move into fire for your challenges and themes, we have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, which are both young individuals that can be a part of your life. With the Page of Wands upright, it's a message of great enthusiasm or invitation or endorsement, a promotion, and sentiments of great respect and admiration, high energy. So this is a very positive card, and even though we're having a challenging time, this isn't, in this area and sector, this isn't any challenges. It's just being ready and prepared that you've got some great news and some wonderful things happening. So be prepared that, as long as you stay cool within situations and don't get in deep, you could actually be recognized for certain things, and staying within that situation of being able to move up, which is very good, which is something that you'd probably would like to do. With the Page of Pentacles upright in your challenges sector is a gift or incentive, an offer for a new job, endeavor, and that will provide or prove very rewarding in the near future. This can display a loyalty of love, of love through an act of a service, service of or token of appreciation, and sharing keepsakes and award. So again, within your challenges, they're talking about you moving forward, and I don't really see it's a challenge. The only challenge that I see is in the beginning of the reading, that you're definitely coming to terms with trying to deal with other individuals. It's how you do this in the beginning is how it will turn out, and that you will gain from that. As we move into your relationships and romance sector in the water, we have the Devil and we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. The Devil card is basically, a hubba hubba card. Things are going to be going good, hot and heavy if you're with somebody. And we had that at the beginning with the overriding energy. And so in your relationship sector, you're definitely could be experiencing some really fun times. You do have to be careful of becoming either, a person becoming obsessed with you, or you becoming obsessed with someone else, and seeing it a little clearly than what it is, and just enjoy the moments that are at hand. With the other energy in the romance section, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, and this can be a card of no, so you have to watch out, because you could end up meeting someone, but you have to, as I say, not getting into any kind of obsession, and being very clear of what the things that you would like to have in your life. Trying to find that acceptance and not being, reciprocated love, etc. Just going into things with your eyes wide open and not just jumping into things with other people. But you definitely have the thumbs up and good relationships around you. It's maintaining having good relationships and what's healthy for you. So you're going to have to kind of go, is this something that I want to do? Is this something that I would like to do? It's not jumping and going in head first. You got to really kind of think about the relationships that are hand. And things could develop a little too fast, so you don't want to build a bonfire and then it burns out too quickly. You want to slowly start a fire and keep those embers going for a long time. So the only thing that it warns in the relationship sector is to walk a lot slower, and not, I just met you, we have everything in common, and we're together now. That can't happen within hours. This takes days and weeks and time with each other. So it's just warning, Capricorn, that you need to take your time in any kind of relationship that you have a potential. Your overriding energy is that if you do take your time getting into relationships, be it work or personal, these relationships will evolve into a long-term situation that will be very helpful for you on your outcome in your spiritual reading. There's definitely a cause for a celebration and harmony and togetherness with high enthusiasm. But as I look at all of these cards, there's just a heavy warning of basically walk slowly, Capricorn. Take your time. And that's in any case. We don't need to push forward on anything. You know, we don't need to put labels on anything immediately. It's just hard to we just want to have a good time in life and take our time and enjoy the moment. Don't focus too much in the future, but also be prepared to be able to walk slowly too. I mean, we can enjoy things, but we have to do it in moderation if you can. With your spiritual reading on the angel messages, I drew these cards, and we have Page of Earth. And there's good news about financial matters and wanting to do something more challenging in a new area of study. So this is definitely tying into some work areas of, you know, there's some things coming into your life that are opportunities, and it's just stepping out of emotions, because with the pages here, they have definitely given you a message that you could move forward as long as you keep a cool head. And we go into the Four of Air, and it's time to rest and take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision, and meditation may provide answers. You know, this is another card that ties into the relationships of take your time and really think, is this what I want, and is this where I want to go with it, but also enjoying at the same time, but walk slowly. And our last message from the angels is 8 of Earth, and it's skilled work is rewarded, learning all that there is to know about a topic, and then going back to school. And a lot of this, I just saw even with the other one, it's talking about there could be a new area of study that you're going to be moving forward and learning a new trade or learning something else. So very rewarding through the angels, and talking about moving forward on your career possibly. And your last message, and I ended up with 2 of these cards. So it's there. These cards are talking, I am open to loving fully and freely. Love others fully with all of your heart, and do not fear, and do not hold back. The more you give, the more will return to you. Within reason, Capricorn, within reason. And your other card, it says, I believe in love and not fear. Fear is what closes minds. Love is what opens the heart and dissolves fear. So as I look back into your relationship sector and stuff, it's wanting you, you know, the cards are wanting you to enjoy a new love, but you definitely can't have some fears, because those fears sometimes hang us up. And it's like, what do you want, Capricorn? How do you want to see it? Ask the stars and the heavens, and you will receive and manifest those dreams. So these are things that are very possible in your life, but you're going to have to use your heart and your mind at the same time to balance out these things that you want. Other than that, Capricorn, you have a beautiful reading, got good things coming to you, keeping a level head both in business and in love, and things can turn out very well, and it's just finding the experience in life. I will conclude this reading and talk to you in January of 2018. Thank you.